Me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time for our tale of the tape. There can only be one, Lomachenko, fighting as a featherweight. That's the 126-pound limit. He hit it bang on, 5'6". Vasily Lomachenko, Ukraine's finest. He's a former world champion in multiple weight classes. The monster, Zhu Khan, fighting out of Beijing, China, an entire country, hopes that this man can get the job done.
This is going to be one hell of a fight.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, presenting the two...
The fans are ready, and it looks like... And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. Oh, look at that left jab. They exchange punches. Punch, counter punch. He misses with that jab. He misses with that straight left. Nice counter punch right up the middle. One of the hottest tickets around. It's standing room only for this, our main event.
It's so hot, it's so heated, there's a roof on here, you don't understand it. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on, you're thirsty, you're sweating, and you're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on you.
And they figure out the combination to the same.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Counter punches have to hurt. And he just missed with that left jab. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Hook misses. That counter punch caught him clean. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that. Well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter focuses on those long, straight punches, staying on the outside, and winning round after round.
It's a flat-footed fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front, you've got to cut them off. Cut the ring off. Make the ring small. Put them on the back foot. Put them under pressure.
Catch and shoot. Straight right just misses. Can't score with that jab. What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
This fighter has been described as a swarmer, that fighter who attempts to overwhelm their opponent by applying constant pressure.
Oh man, you've got a swarm in your face. You've got to try and push him off, make him go into the rope. You've got to sometimes fight fire with fire. Hit him low on the blind side of the referee. Get him angry.
To be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Good counter punch. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go up.
And there's the bell to start round 3. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. They both want the knockout. Well done with that counter shot. He blocks the jab. Nice counter. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
They're both trying for a knockout. The perfect counter lands. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Swing and a miss with the hook. And he misses with that jab. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something. There's the bell for round 4. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Trying to land that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Pretty close fight here in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
And this with that jab. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
How about that time counter shot? Off the charts action from both of these fighters. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Loma in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Back into the fray here in round 5. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are done. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Nice counter shot. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when he'll catch you.
Both men step back for just a moment. Beautiful counter shot. He scores with the counter. Straight right, just misses. In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you can't think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin, pickpocketing.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. There's the bell for round 6. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Couldn't land that jab. Neither one of these fighters want to see the judges' scorecards. He threw a punch and just got countered. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Good counter punching. Just misses with that jab. Perfect counter shot. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Here's a counter shot. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Talk about Loma in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
I need you to switch back on. Yes, I like that round. Good round.
Round 7, here we go. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. This has been a close one. Both of these guys fighting their heart out so far. It's going to come down to the last round for sure.
How will this pan out? The referee's doing nobody any favors, but these fighters have got to show what they're working for. Work on the combinations, work on the tactics, pace themselves.
Good work. Don't forget the jab, don't get carried away. Think about the... Right, let's go out there, get your boxing back together. Listen, be smart when you go out there. Just take it out.
And we enter the 8th round. Who's going to be the first one to get rocked?
We're supposed to be the pros, Todd. I have no idea how this is going, but their approach to this next round, look at them. Confident as though they're fresh as a daisy.
Beautiful counter punch. Nobody home with that hook. That counter shot lands. One punch could change everything in this battle. Nice counter shot. Nice counter punch. Perfect punch. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed. And that's why they can maintain this all the way to the fight.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Misses with the straight left. Beautiful counter punch. Good counter. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. And we enter the 9th. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Not a lot of defense here at all. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Beautiful counter punch. That jab misses. They exchange punches. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Loma in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them. We've made it to round 10. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
That counter shot lands. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
How about that time counter shot? That counter shot lands. You believe what we are seeing. Better start respecting each other's punching power. The courage on display here is incredible. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. No surprise as we get a unanimous decision there.
This is the last thing we expected. What a fight. What a style. What a pace. To get a unanimous decision. That is mad. I didn't see that coming. I thought this would be tight. This is nowhere near tight.